Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Paul. Let's get into a couple of things today. But first up, let me just say good morning, everybody. I know I'm bright and early. It's early today. It's real early. I've been up since 5. I've been up since 5 this morning. My body woke up, and I'm like, why am I up? Why am I up? I said, please, been up just, ugh. I'm trying to go back to sleep, but can't. I said, so I might as well just get up and start today. I'm bright and early, and I hope everybody doing good this morning, this afternoon, whatever time it is, where you at. Have a good day. Let's get down to the mess. So we got first up, we got Drew husband Ralph. So Ralph didn't really, he's down in the basement recording music, y'all. So he down there, he didn't release the new song. He go by Rap. Yes, I'm wishing you well. I said, baby, I said when it first started playing, I said, what is this? So I said, auto tunes like a mother sucker. I said, okay. I said, this the best you can come up with? This the best. I said, we could tell you did this in the basement. You could have called, shoot, if you wanted a good track, you should have called Dennis. Dennis would have hooked you up. Shoot, Dennis out here making moves. Dennis would have did you well. You would have had a hit on your hands. I could have saved it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. But let's move all past Drew and his mess. Not Drew, right messiness. Let's move on to yeah. So we got the one and only uh Ray J. So Ray J is getting ready to do a Pride. Ray Pride. I said Los Angeles. Yes. I said okay. Ray J is a businessman, and I have no problem with that. I said he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's doing exactly what everybody else does. As on people. But I wish him the best. Because he out here being a little messy. Because he sat down with uh with Cam. He sat down with Cam, and I want to say Cam actually either said or he sat down with Shay Shay. He sat down with one of these people, and I want to say it was Cam, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of them, and they asked him the question of Whitney Houston. Was he, know, doing doing drugs with her and stuff like that? And he said no. They asked him did he actually see her do them. He wouldn't answer the question. Do I believe him? I don't. I said Ray J won't tell us. Ray J would never tell us the truth if he did with her or didn't, or if he even supposed. We would tell. That was just a sad day. Pride. It's gonna be off the change because it's a party. You love the party, and that's gonna be a party, baby. Ooh, good. Oh yeah, this is this is what I want. One of the things I wanted to get in. Let's get into the tragedy that happened for this. So they were living in Georgia, but they were trying to get their son remains back to their hometown, of Philly. And oh, come on. wrong one. Wait a minute. There we go. They were trying to get their son remains back to their hometown of Philly to lay him to rest. So they had used two different funeral homes, and the funeral homes in Philly, they sent it to. I have it written down so I can make sure I have it right. Sent his belongings. Called the Nick Nick funeral. Um, so okay, hold up, a little bunch of stuff. So this couple, they were in living in Georgia. Yeah, they lived in Georgia. They're a couple, but they were living in Georgia, and they was trying to get his remains sent to sent back to home to where they were, and they ended up getting two companies involved. One of the companies, the Nick, I'm pronouncing it right, in Philly, shipped his oh God, hold up for a minute. Um, I want to make sure I get this right because it's all over the place again. Okay, let me get into this story. It's all over the place. They got a Philadelphia couple that actually, let me start. A Philadelphia couple actually were my condolences to them and their family. Their son, passed away. So in two funeral homes, were trying to get their son remains, and stuff. Trying to get him laid to rest, and they used one funeral home with two funeral homes. One was called the Sun, yes, and the other one was called Nicket Nicket Funeral Home in Philly. The funeral home in Philly actually shipped their son remains to them as they were driving to wherever they was driving to. The father said that he ended up finding out that there was some a smell coming, a decay, and when they checked, they found out it was their son's brain. So now they're suing done, and there's an investigation going on for the mishap. The son was finally laid. Um, yeah, the funeral home also acting like they didn't know. Loss was for net and emotional distress, which I believe they should get some compensated for that. The other funeral home, they don't. say the other why they were suing the other one. I don't see it in here about that one, but we're gonna move on to the next because I read it earlier, but then it got confusing. I knew what I was talking about, but then oh god. Okay, now let's get back to the GPT and open AI. He ended up coming out to tell us that because people have been doing conversation, been talking to you record it, and they are not protected, meaning they can be used against you in the court of law if you get caught up in something. I said, oh wow. I said because people are out here actually telling their darkest secrets to the AI and the ChatGPT. So I said, y'all need to be a little bit careful out here because I said, I don't know why y'all doing all that. I said, you asked for some help you with, you know, come up with a business plan or different things or recipes, something like that. But it's like having these long conversations. Then you got rap battles like that. It's a lot going on. But if you have a deep conversation with a AI, that's too much time with the technology. Move on past that. Let's get into Erica. So Erica Campbell in Erica coming to us to let us know that American Airlines ain't no good. They used because she was trying to get to her destination because she had to sing. She had to sing, and she couldn't make it to her destination. Where was she going again? Was it Minnesota or Memphis? It was one of them. I can't remember right now. So she had a destination to get to, but they wouldn't they wouldn't help her at all. They can get her to the other one. They can get her past the destination where she went the other way there. You get her to the layover. They get her a layover over past where she was going. And she went, what? Try and fly. I got a million over a million miles worth of miles with them, and they were no help and stuff. But it was the comments for me. Comments like everybody been dealing with that girl. It's like we deal with that every day. They didn't even try to help you at all. And but she said they also told her that her bags were already on the plane. She went, wait a minute. If you saying there's a delay, but then I can't get my bags. Because she said, can I get my bags? And they said, oh, we can't get that for you. But if the flight is delayed or canceled and I can't get on it, destination, can I get my bag? Yeah, so it's like round. And I don't know what she did about it. I don't know if she ever to her destination. Girl, you missed out on that good money. But moving on. So let's get into yes. Let's get into the man that's who claims to be Jay-Z's son. I said to be honest, to me. So he ended up coming out because people been talking like what's going on. He done went silent. So he came out to let us know that he had to stop the lawsuit. He said he hasn't stopped fighting, but there's things going on in his life He has family and stuff that he has to take care of. So he put it on. He said, or anything. He said he ain't got no settlement. He ain't got no money. He ain't even get the DNA test. That hasn't been done yet. He's still all this stuff, but he said certain things in his life has to be. It's a simple thing. Jay-Z, all you got to do is take this test. Just take it, get over with. Like, then you got people in the comments, they're gonna defend Jay-Z all of a sudden and stuff like this. Like his real daddy came out and said he lied. I said I don't think this man lying, because if you know in your heart that this man is not your child, then do the DNA test. You like this, you've been threatening him and everything else to keep him quiet. You wouldn't do all these allegations allegedly to wasn't some part wasn't true. Tell me how y'all feel about it. But that's all that I got for y'all today. I'll be back later because I do have another one for y'all. But thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. It's your boy Paul. And I'll get back at y'all later. Bye y'all.